And you're welcome back. This is still Breakfast Daily. And then right now we are on the entertainment segment. And of course, we are here with Eko Kumsin, who is the co-host of 30 Minutes right here on Citi TV. And of course, he used to be my producer on the chat. Hey, Eko.
Hi, Chris.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very fine. It feels good to have you here. Yeah.
So, Chris.
What?
There's a problem.
What's the problem?
Where is it?
Yeah. This guy is also known as Brass.
Don't do that.
Brasami.
Yeah,
Chris
but,
didn't
you,
know
but he's hiding it from
I
you.
never knew that.
So we are exposing him today.
Why Brasami?
Brasami, because he's Samuel Eko Kumsin.
Oh, Brasami.
Brasami.
That's your new name right now. All right.
I mean, you know, me, I always get agenda. Always.
You know,
If I don't talk, if you say I dey hide out for this thing, I go.
No, you know where you go do it. Where it be?
Anyway, so what's up?
Yeah, Charlie.
Tell us.
So over the weekend we've had this interview. So Wuta Afriyie of defunct Wuta fame or Wuta Group was having an interview, and then he was saying that the new crop of artists are lazy. And for me, it feels like, and they are lazy because of technology. And we were just having a short conversation before we even came on there that Wuta Afriyie is somebody who is very well spoken, so he understands the words that he uses. For me, in the initial stages, I felt like people are using the word lazy loosely without really like analyzing it or really looking at all sides of the conversation. But coming from somebody like him, I feel like it's something that we should be very particular about, and we should ask more questions with regards to like technology and laziness, because I mean technology is rather supposed to make work easier.
Innovation is supposed to make work
exactly. But are you saying that the artists are lazy because they are, I mean, you looking for the easiest way to be able to put songs out there? Because he made an example with Odoiwu by Case Daniel, saying that it was just 2 words and then the sound and everything. And for me, music is about how appealing it is to the ears. So if it's sweet, if it sounds good and I love it, I'll jam to it. So what does he have to say about people who play jazz? You know, who are not really singing, but then they're just playing the instrument, simple notes. I mean,
but is it about singing? Is it about the words? Is it no more about the complexity of what we put out there? Is it no more about so you see, Wuta, okay, let me just say that I think I appreciate what he's saying in the sense that you know, people labor for hours and hours and hours in the either at home, in the studio, whatever. And sometimes some people will go into recording. You hear them talk about it, that I did it, I didn't like it. Just scrap all of that. We're starting again, you know, and just work on it and keep doing it till it's like, okay, now I think I'm good with this.
Yeah.
I think what I think he was referring to were things like the auto-tune and those things,
coaching.
because it's like, because voice coaching takes months, if not years, you know, to get your voice to a certain level. But if you're going to use a gadget and a machine to sort of tweak that, then you're shortcutting the journey that many of them took. You see, and I think that's probably what he's referring to. Now, I don't know whether it's a fair comment or not, but for me, that's what I think was what he's referring to.
But what is wrong in shortcutting the journey? You know, people say, there are people that say, oh no, I don't work hard, I work smart.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with
but
working.
Is working smart akin to laziness, or can you work smart and still be diligent?
Of course.
Yes.
You know,
I
so
think so.
then does he have a point? Because I'm sure he has gadgets and I'm sure he's using his gadgets, but is there a place for technology and still working hard?
Okay, so for me, I feel like he could have used the term lazy, but then not in the production of the music.
Okay.
But maybe in how artists
spend time at their craft.
And also like even when they are in the space to give the craft out to people to enjoy. So I was coming this morning, I was thinking about it this way. You have somebody who puts out a very, very good song, but then when it gets to the point for the person to perform the song, they are not able to. That way they are being lazy. I'll agree with you. But then to say that even what they are putting out there from the studio is akin to laziness because of technology, I thought it was like really, like it was not a fair point to make, because if you've recorded your song and then you come to the stage and you're not able to deliver it to me, then I can say you are being a lazy artist, like coming to mime and all of those things. Even now, majority of the artists are even moving away from the miming and they are trying out live band. So you should tell you that, people are really putting in a lot of work. They are, like working hard, in as much as we have a lot of technology around us. So for me, I was not like, I was a little bit like dissatisfied, I would say. I don't
think it's actually a fair, judgment.
No, I would actually like to ask him, lazy like how?
Exactly, lazy like how?
Yeah.
Because if somebody is producing a product, you release a song, the person also releases a song. We like his voice on the song, even though auto-tune has touched the voice. And we like your voice on the song without auto-tune. We like both. Who loses what and who gains what?
No, but
at the end of the day, it's for you. Didn't make the music to play in your room.
Exactly.
You made the music for consumers.
Exactly.
And if the consumers are appreciating it, that's what it is. What it is.
No, but what I also think is it's a generational thing. A generational thing in the sense that if somebody is coming from a past generation, they always think the next generation, you guys are lazy because you're not doing it our own way, It's not just musically, but in everything. You hear people before us actually say, oh, you guys had it easy, you guys are lazy in this generation. And we'll probably do that in the next, to the next,
we should
or we might not even do it, but, I just think it's a generational thing. The people before always,
let me ask a call. Did you ever queue at a phone booth?
At a phone booth?
Yeah, to make a phone call.
Do you know a phone booth?
Do you know a phone booth? Ask him.
Guys. Do you know what it looks like?
Of course.
Have you used one before?
You put this one in there.
The card.
Slot the card in there. You punch.
Have you put coins inside a phone booth before?
Yeah, I've put a 50. No, it was a 50 pesos. 500. You put it in there. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've never done coins, guys.
You know that coins?
No. I only do cards.
Charlie. And then what about post office?
Post office,
You go and register that
actually,
you're coming to
when I was
receive
in primary
a call.
school. When I was
Oh, no, I never.
When I was in primary school, I was a post boy.
You will go and register. Oh, really?
When I was in primary school,
then you're not. They were the same generation.
Oh no! But I'll go and take the keys and I'll go to like the post office, go and open it and then draw the letter. And then you are checking. You see that, you check the whole, and then you see them on the table sorting out the letters and everything. Yeah, we used to.
Okay.
I used to do that. So I feel like sometimes, but now, like you said, so does it mean that now that technology is around and you can just call and deliver your letter? Does it mean that we are being lazy by not going to the post office to go pick these things up? So I feel like sometimes, and that's what brings me back to the earlier point I made, that we should be very mindful when using certain words in certain contexts, because then the word is very, very heavy, and put it that way, but then maybe you're not using it in its true sense of the word. Do you understand that we are maybe slipping away, like we are sleeping on our job or we are doing all those things? So sometimes
some people think that
die a little.
Some people think that hip life is dead. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like this morning it has been all about questions and all
throwing out words.
People just throw out hip life is dead. People are lazy, and I'm just asking,
how is hip life dead? I don't understand it.
No, but why did Kofi Mole actually say that hip life is dead?
So his point is, we are now moving away from the rap that we used to do, like the tree, because Grandpapa brought hip life because it was tree in the American
style,
merging. But now we are now moving away from the tree and we are going back to English. So hip life is dead. And I'm just asking, is hip life dead, or we are rather evolving? Because it looks like we are evolving the sounds that we have and we are making good progress with the sounds. Do you understand? We had high life before, and then Grandpapa came, rap on high life tunes, so then it becomes hip life. And then we had tree pop at some point, and then we drill and all those. Stonebwoy and Co came with the Afro dancehall, Afro beats and all those. So I feel like we are rather evolving, but we are not killing what we already had. Because Sarkodie would rap on an high life song today and we'll also call it hip life.
Yeah.
So why are we, and then again, why are we rather using words, harsh words, when we do not really mean the points that we are making, like in that harsh manner? Because hip life is not dead. Do you understand? If some of the songs that even Black Sherif makes now, they could fit directly into hip life. You can hear the sounds and also the high life and everything. So please, we should be very, very mindful when we're using some of these words, because hip life is not dead. I don't think Grandpapa is going to be happy if he read this post coming from Kofi Bole. And I feel like sometimes these artists, especially the young ones, I'm also young, but we want something. I didn't know Fapeno, not just I didn't know. No, the thing for if you know far now, that means the thing die. You get. And it's not really a fair point to make. Like the thing, if it's not hitting, we should allow it to be, than to say that, we do yawa because the thing no they be, so we are. No, actually, hip life is not dead. Hip life is still alive. We are running with hip life and Charlie. We are doing a lot with hip life. So Charlie, that's been it. But Kofi Mole, Charlie, come again. Hip life is not dead. Drill music, we are just evolving. Evolution is taking place, and we'll move from this point. We'll get to another point, and it will be something new and something fresh. So that's been it for today.
But
for entertainment center.
I'm just happy that at least I found out that Echo and I are in the same generation. He can no longer run away.
Oh my God.
He can no longer run away.
You did the same generation. Maybe I was in the latter part of that generation.
As long as he knows
the generation
what you know.
of post office.
Yes, exactly. And he's experienced it.
Of course, I did.
All right, so Echo, thank you very much. Thank you for bringing us
Thank you,
entertainment
Chris.
stories.
Okay,
so having some birthday messages that we want to give you here. Happy birthday, happy blessed birthday to Jennifer Atanga Akongbota, Head of Procurement at Coastal Development Authority. Have a fabulous one. This one is coming from Vivian Kai Loco. And happy birthday, Majesty Ofosu Ekpe. May you grow in abundant grace. Mommy and Daddy love you. All right. So, for happy birthday messages there. You can always share your messages. We will do the honors by reading them out here on air. But for now, I want to say our goodbyes. And we're going to enjoy some more music from Sons of God a cappella. All right. So let's say our goodbyes now. My name is David Kweku Citi.
And my name is Chris Carter, and thank you for watching.